5 mistakes student makes that makes them feel literature in English. Number 1, narration. Instead of you to tackle the question, you simply narrate the whole story. No examiner has time for that. Imagine an examiner that has over 300 scripts to mark and then start to read up your narration. You can't get anything above 3 or say maximum 5 if you just narrate. We know that you know the story. That leads me to the second mistake. You do not write in paragraphs. You do not write the required paragraphs because an examiner wants to see at least 5 paragraphs in your answer booklet for a question. So imagine that you do not write up to 5 paragraphs. You wrote. Mistake number 2, you do not give the examiner the required number of paragraphs. The minimum paragraphs that you can put down in literature is 5. Now imagine that out of 5 paragraphs, you're able to put just 2 down. And then in the 5 paragraphs you have put 2, they are only going to grade what they see. Mistake number 3, you refuse to write the compulsory paragraphs. For every question, there is a compulsory paragraph. Whether to you, that paragraph is not related to the question, is not your call. There is a compulsory paragraph that you must put for every question. If you will not even put any other compulsory paragraph 1, relation to theme, it is important. So you don't say, oh, the question is not asking me for a theme, that is on you. An examiner wants to see how you can relate it to the major theme in the play, or in the poem, or in the novel. Mistake number 4, for poetry, you're answering section C and you did not quote. How am I supposed to know that you know it? It's just the same when you're answering question on prose and drama. How that you give us evidences, right? By telling us the scenarios. It's the same way, and the only way you can give us the evidence is by you quoting. So failure to quote when you're answering a question on poetry would lead to deduction of your marks. Mistake number 5, and which is the final one. A lot of you do not put character description. Like, who does that? If a question is asking you, and most times you see such question asking you about a particular character, the next thing to do is to describe that character. Let the examiner know that you know this character that is being asked of you. So, if you narrate, you're merely narrating, you do not paragraph your work, you do not write the required number of paragraphs, you don't quote for poems, and of course, you do not describe. And of course, you did not do character description when a character is being mentioned in your question. All of this would amount to you having a C. So, to avoid all of these mistakes, you need to what? Do the needful. It's one thing for you to know the question. It's another thing for you to know or to have read the text or the poem. And it's one thing for you to know what the examiner is requesting you to do. I hope with these few points, I've been able to convince you that you need to take this particular exam seriously, both for your WAEC, your NECO, and your GCE, okay? So that you can come out in flying colors. Bye.